Hey traders, the Roybert here. I wanted to do a video about some anecdotes because this week was not was terrible, and I made the best of it. I'm changing things in order to make it work. It's not positive. I mean, it's not making money, but I didn't lose money. This week I started with a certain amount of money. I lost some. I gained it back. I finished the week like with $2, like made $2. I mean, and you know what? I'm okay with that under these conditions. I'd rather lose nothing than gain. I mean, I'd rather gain than lose nothing, but you know what I mean. I'd rather come out square than lose nothing. That's what I mean. Okay, so so whatever I was doing was helping, taking chances or reducing the chances that I'm taking, and really examining what has potential and what doesn't, rather than just saying, well, this is the best one going, so I'm going to go with this. That wasn't working, and there was a lot of collapsing, and I witnessed a lot of collapsing by not participating and then saying to myself, well, I'm glad I didn't get into that when I was looking at getting into that. So a lot of hesitation helped. I just cut it off. I have the ability to say, well, this doesn't work, so I'm not doing that. And that made a big difference this week. So I'm kind of glad that I'm exactly where I was, because I added a little bit of money because I had screwed up the week before and the week before that so badly that when I added money, I was like, no more losing money, only gaining money. And when I got down a few bucks, I wouldn't let it go very far. And then I was able to recover it. So if you don't let them go down very far, then you can turn them back around. No errors, no big mistakes. Let's keep it low. I mean, for those of you who are trading with real money, those of you who are trading on your simulator still, this has to be extremely difficult to deal with. There's nothing out there to work with. So you're not, I mean, getting your skills together is not happening because it's not offering anything. You need to go back to the other thing, the on demand, and start doing historical things. You know what I recommend? Go all the way back to last summer and look at June, July, August, September for 2024, and you will find that there was a lot happening in the penny stocks. That's the other thing I wanted to point out, is that, you know, those of us who are using small amounts of money, when you're using $300, you're not buying $20 stocks or $30 stocks. Even if those things are moving and you could make a couple of dollars, that's not going to work. You need to get in with larger numbers of shares. So the best thing you can do is buy cheaper stocks and buy a lot of them. You know, my limit is $300 or somewhere thereabout. So you know, a 3-cent stock is 10,000 shares. Now, if a 3-cent stock moves up 2 cents with 10,000 shares, you do pretty well. But if it only moves up like a half a cent, you know, you're not making anything. But when you do these low positions, these smaller positions, your chances of screwing up are significantly reduced. And I already was making mistakes, so I decided to go even lower. I have been making $250 positions because it'll give me more flexibility later. If I screw up, I have more chances to correct. If I have to jump out of something that's definitely going to go back up, but I don't want to go down with it, I jump out, then I have enough left over to get back in and try again once it turns around. That was a thing I wasn't doing with bigger portions because I would get in, and when it would go down, I'm like, well, I only have 2 other chances after this, so I don't want to sell off. I'm just going to give it some room to flex down at the bottom, so that if it should go down and come back up, I don't have to rebuy it and spend twice as much money. And what happens is, of course, it goes down, and occasionally it comes back up, but frequently it goes down, and then I'm like, well, it's only down $6, and then it's down $12, and I'm like, okay, well, it's going to turn. It is going to turn around because it's showing that it's going to turn around, and then it's $15, and I'm like, damn it, and I get out, and then I get out and it turns around. Man, that's trading. It sucks. I got to learn how to get on top of that. There's got to be a way, and I'm going to figure it out. I am going to figure it out. There's nobody out there who's traded under a year and said, "Oh, I'm an expert after just trading for a year." It doesn't happen. It's going to take time. The key is not losing money. In fact, I would prefer if everybody began their simulation with specifically trying not to lose money rather than trying to make money. The making money happens pretty easily when it happens. Not losing money is the hard part. Really hard. But something that I wanted to talk about was these things that come up. My brain operates on music, on songs, and no matter what I'm doing, there's always some sort of song that applies. And I made a list of ones that come up, and maybe you can guess why they come up for me. One of the first one I think of is, well, the first one that came up a long time ago was "Love Come Down." Evelyn Champagne King, "Love Come Down," all the way down. So you know what that's about. Wings, "With a Little Luck." That one kind of makes sense. Steve Winwood, "While You See a Chance, Take It." "Fool if you think it's over, tell you why." Okay, the Mary Tyler Moore theme. "Why?" "Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile?" Stevie Wonder, "Nothing from Nothing." Barry Manilow, "Ready to Take a Chance Again." And there's this gospel song by, what's the name of the group? Commissioned. "Perilous Times." So there you go. That's just a selection of some of the music that goes through my head while I'm trading. You'd think it would be like, know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Nope. That's not it. No, mine are more specific than that. So now I wanted to tell you this story about a thing that happened, a fortunate thing that happened a couple of weeks ago. I had an eye problem. I woke up with a bloody eye, and I had to go to my eye doctor and find out if there was a problem. And it was a trading morning, and my appointment wasn't till like mid-morning. So I was in the middle of a trade that I couldn't get out of because I was down. So I set a stop loss, and I set a sell-off like above where I needed to get my money back. And I went to my appointment. When I came back, it was up $12, and I'm like, oh, wait, where did I leave this? And then the $12 wasn't changing. The amount wasn't changing, but I saw the chart changing, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I realized it sold me out. It went up It went to my limit, which must have been $12 over my losses, and I got out of that trade positively. I wish that happened all the time. Tomorrow's another Monday. No holidays on the horizon till Memorial Day, so we should have a full week of trying